Hi, with the Creative Habits Podcast, and just going live with a quick little thing you might use for your day or week. Don't forget to subscribe for more of these. But anyway, this one has to do with taking your day and using it, leveraging the different hats you wear. Obviously, it's not a new concept to wear different hats as a creative entrepreneur. But when you look at your day, oftentimes you get sucked into the structure that a normal workday has. So here in this quick video, I'm showing you the different hats and how it relates to the hours in your day and how you can leverage it instead of just getting sucked into the 40-hour work week structure. So a lot of this comes from Julie Stowen, ClickFunnels. They had a recent brainstorm, and what they did is they said, okay, well, here are the different hats, and they labeled the different hats according to what they did. I'm going to show you a quick thing, and it'll make sense with this. Right here. Okay, so basically the idea is different hats of your day. You know, you have your white hat, black hat, green hat. All these hats have to do with where you are and what you're doing for your day. Now, what people typically get sucked in with is the thought that they have to structure their day like a 40-hour work week, however that might be. But if you look at habits and you look at willpower and where your energy is at, you actually have only so much willpower. So you have to rely a bit on habits because willpower dissipates. More than on the average by the afternoon, of course, boom, you're just like, ah. But if you look at what you're doing, so if you're more creative in the morning, you're wearing that creative hat, you know, the green hat, let's say, then you want to structure your day so you do that creative part, and then maybe you're more analytical later. And a lot of this has to do with then structuring what you're doing according to you know, your strength at that particular time of the day, and so that you're not just spending you know, you try to be creative in the afternoon and you really don't have the energy anymore, but you could be organizing and planning, something like that. So it's really cool because it gets you to think about how you structure your day, and so what you could do is just experiment with this and take some tasks that you might do and basically plug them into different areas. I already know, you know, I'm more creative in the morning, so I put my creative tasks then, you know, 25 minutes, and then get up and do some exercise for 5 minutes, and then do 25 more minutes. That's a great way to go. But then, you know, you have to check in with all these other parts. You can't just ignore them. So then you can just practice on where you slot them and see when those times make more sense to you. And then you structure your day that way. Anyway, I thought this was a really cool idea. So just bringing it to you live to share it with you, and hopefully it helps you with your day and your structure, and just play around with it. And if it's something that works for you, if in experimenting with this it works for you, go ahead and make it a habit. CreativeHabitsPodcast.com. Check out the YouTube channel. Subscribe there. I've got more of these coming. There's also a bunch of them there already. Just quick little inspirational elements. You know, oftentimes I find if I'm, you know, in the beginning of the day, having a bit of inspiration gets me on fire. And instead of having coffee later on, you know, like 2:30, go back to the inspiration that I, you know, had in the beginning and leverage that later in the day. So you're not relying on coffee. You're going back to that fire in the belly that you've got, and take even 30 minutes, 20 minutes, listen to something, get you on fire again. And then you have energy for the rest of the day. Anyway, things like that are just, you know, cool little leverage points where you know you're going to have that point of failure in your day, and you just build in something, a stopgap, where you can just get back to it. Anyway, look for more of those. CreativeHabitsPodcast.com. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, and talk to you later. Ooh. Dang. Oh, no.